being in a place where you don't necessarily want to be, where you feel like your growth might be stunted, where you feel like your potential is not necessarily being met or reached, it feels like you're in a box and you just want to like bust out the box, right? I know better is coming, and I'm just so ready for better to get here. And I know if you're like me and you're probably in a season in your own life where you are anticipating and waiting for better, just know better is already there. You just have to walk into it.
Let's stand together wherever you go, I'm going. When no one's left, ain't no need to be stressed, you'll be right there. You keep on pouring and it's overflowing your blessings. You showed me love, thought it didn't exist, but it's right.
What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Destiny Alexis, back with another video. I've been in a season lately where I have been tested. God's been testing me in this season, and some days are easier than others. I will definitely say that lately I have been ready for change so much. I've been ready for growth and certain things to take place in my life that I know God is calling for that to take place in another season. So not exactly right now. That has been the hardest thing to deal with, let me just say. I have been craving for new. I have been craving for better. I have been craving for just more inspiration. And as you guys know, we have lived in this apartment for quite some time now. We've had a baby in this apartment. We've started businesses. We've done so many different things, and it's like we've outgrown it physically. Every corner of this house is filled. And mentally, I just feel like we have just surpassed where we are here currently. All glory to God that we have been able to, you know, live in this space and create in this space and do so many different things here. But you know when your time is over somewhere. And I think that's the hardest part to come to grips with, because as much as we believe we're done with a season, as much as we believe we should, you know, have obtained more and done certain things at a certain time, it's always God's timing. But let me just tell you guys, I am so ready for what God is doing and where we're going, where we're headed. I am so prepared, even though I know God is going to prepare us even more, especially myself. But when I tell you guys, like, I have literally been wanting that new feeling. You know, when you go to like a new school or like a new environment, a new house, a new job, whatever, anything new to you, it's like the best feeling in the world. When you've been in a place for so long and everything is just, you're so used to it, even trying to create new experiences doesn't necessarily feel the same. And so we have just been preparing our space, preparing our minds, you know, just trying to get into a space where we feel comfortable where we're going. And although I'm excited for what's to come, sometimes I'm just a little bit nervous, because it's like, to fear the unknown, to not know exactly where God is calling you, but you know he's calling you to better, to not know exactly what that better looks like, you know, to think that you could get there and wonder if you're gonna completely mess it all up. Like, I don't know. I think in my past, I used to self-sabotage a lot and think that, you know, getting into a new environment or a new space was going to make me be better or do more and do this and that. And I definitely believe that new inspiration and a new place can spark like that drive in you, that ambition. But I've also come to grips with understanding that I can still do what needs to be done here before I get to where I'm going there. So although I know better is coming, I'm still going to act like better is here. I'm still going to go on about my days as if I'm already living in my better space, living in my better environment, doing those things at the highest level of what I think I should be doing in life. Although I'm expecting for God to do so much more, and I know he's already done it. I know it's already in the works. I know we're already approved for the apartment. I know our move date. I can already see it taking place. Like, I know it's going to happen. although I see all of that, I never want to forget where I am currently. And I never want to look so far ahead that I'm not focused on the now. And so lately, as hard as it has been to be content with where I am, to be comfortable with where I am, to be happy with where I am, as hard as it's been, I'll say it's given me a peace of mind, because I'm not the type of person to want to focus so far ahead. I think in my past I was, and especially in like business, like it's normal for you to think about like the biggest, best part of something, right? But I think we have to remember not to forget about where we are and cater to where we are, to water where we are, because these moments are going to bless my next beginning, my new beginning. These moments that I'm watering right now are going to help me on my journey going forward. These are the very same days that I'm going to look back on and be like, oh my gosh, like I remember I was so stressed out. I was so frustrated. I felt like I had barely any space to create or to do anything and blah, blah, blah. And I can name all the bad things, right? But what about the fact that I still have a place to live? What about the fact that I still have space to create? What about the fact that I can still clean up and make up this space to make it be what I want it to be in this moment? You know, it may not be everything I imagined it to be, you know, and at one point it was, but I like I said, we grow in life, you know what I mean? Like we outgrow things. And I can honestly just say that I am taking this opportunity to learn a lesson, and God is teaching me very well that, you know, I still have something I need you to do while you're in this season, while you're in this space that you may not love. You know, there's things I still have you to check off of your to-do list here. And so although I'm anticipating the better that's coming, I just want you guys to remember to still focus and remember where you are currently. Don't get to a place where you're so caught up in expecting greater and wishing and praying for more that you're not even being available or present where you are. And just soak it all in. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to soak in all these feelings. I'm trying to soak in all these emotions, because regardless of how I feel, there's something I'm still learning. These emotions are very clear to me that although I'm uncomfortable, something is building up in me. Something great is about to take place. Something great is about to happen. God is going to use this for his glory. And it's just going to make the story even better. Like I can even remember like some of the worst times I felt like I had in life were sometimes some of my best moments. And my fiance always reminds me of, you know, you're stressed out right now, but these are going to be the times you look back on and you're going to be like, wow, I miss the growing stages. I miss the building stages. Like I was listening to a video earlier this week, and a successful entrepreneur was saying, I wish I would have paid attention and loved the moments of me building my business more. She was saying when she was stressed out, when she was frustrated, when she was overwhelmed, because now that she has a successful business, it's like she didn't even know. She said, I didn't even know that those moments were preparing me for where I am today. I didn't even know that those moments were the moments that kept me going today. The not going viral overnight, the making 1,000 videos that nobody saw, the making videos and you only get 20 views. Those were the moments that when those viral moments came, and when her business took off and when certain things happened for her, she literally was like, it was my building season. It taught me how to sustain where I am currently. And so I definitely resonated with that. Like I literally feel like God has put us through a number of different things. And even in your own life, you can say God has put you through a number of different things that has made you either stronger, wiser, made you be more aware, gave you those life experiences that you probably needed for where you are currently. And even in my life, like God had shown me through different friendships, different relationships, different business ventures, different things in my life where had I not gone through it, I would not know what to do in this very moment. Like some things I went through more than once, you know. some tests we don't pass the first time. Sometimes he gives us a test again. Sometimes there's something that we have to learn even more deeper. And like even in relationships that you're in, certain things that you go through are all life experiences that you can use and that will be used for where you're going in life. And I thank God for everything I've gone through. I thank God for everything I'm going through. Thought process of praying that I do what needs to be done in my new space. I'm praying that I have the motivation, the drive. I'm praying that I have the spark that I'm looking for. I am looking for that inspiration in this new place. I am looking for that wake up in the morning happy, excited to get up and do what needs to be done. And so I'm just praying that when I get there, I don't fumble the ball. You know what I mean? Like, I believe that God is going to have his hand where we're going in our lives. And I believe that he's going to guide me and direct me like he has done in every single day. And every day God is still giving me the drive, the inspiration here, even though I feel like there's no inspiration where I'm at currently. But yeah, like, so I would just say, you know, never forget where you are currently. Don't take anything for granted. And honestly, just soak it all in, because these moments are the moments that are going to make you great. These moments are the moments you're going to look back on and be like, oh my gosh, like, God, I didn't know what you were doing in my life in that season. I didn't know what you had planned, but I appreciate you. Like, let me just say, I am so happy in the midst of all of this though, because I feel like I'm finding out new things about myself. I feel like I am like growing into a even deeper, different version of myself. Like, there's parts of myself that I didn't even really realize, but this space, this uncomfortability has brought it out of me. Like, being in a place where you don't necessarily want to be, where you feel like your growth might be stunted, where you feel like your potential is not necessarily being met or reached, it literally, it feels like you're in a box and you just want to like bust out the box, right? And I'm just saying, like, I know better is coming, and I'm just so ready for better to get here. And I know if you're like me and you're probably in a season in your own life where you are anticipating and waiting for better, just know better is already there. You just have to walk into it. But don't forget to pay attention to all the different seasons and things that you're going through. Walk the walk, literally, like walk through it, feel the emotions, and don't neglect where you are currently, because this season is going to make sense for where you're going. Water where you are, love where you are despite what you're going through. Yes, you can anticipate for better, you can hope for more, you can wish and you can pray for that, and it's going to happen for you. But water where you are. Also, I'm going to leave you with a quote that I read earlier this week, right? The quote said, "The day that you plant the seed is not the day that you eat the fruit." And I'm gonna wrap it up there. Y'all have a good one. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video.
It's been a minute since I called. Had to stop just in my gut because it ain't good.